Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day or night, or whenever this video is catching you. Today I want to show off this game called Star Providence, which Donkey was talking about the game not too long ago on his channel, and he was really hyping it up, and I decided to play it. I thought it was really good, and I just wanted to show you guys as well. So let me shrink my screen here, and let me show you guys the game. Alright. So yeah, like I said, it's called Star of Providence. This is the lobby. This is where you can buy stuff from this cat. There's a shop. There's lots of unlockables. Like, this is nowhere near everything you can buy. There's so much more you can find and later on buy again. As you can see, things cost a lot of money. I have 88,000. I usually rack up about 25 to like 60,000 depending on my run. But I've only had probably like 10 runs, so that's like my average. I'll buy the sword just for shits and gigs. Alright. You could also ask him for advice or gossip, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then you can unlock different ornaments and different just things to decorate your room with. You also have more interactable things, such as this monster manual that shows you all the enemies you've discovered, and it gives you a description about them. There's lots of enemies in the game, lots of bosses. And then I have the mirror, which allows me to practice against different bosses or do different trials, which I haven't started yet. But let me just show you the base game. You just go into this door and then you go down to the first stage, and the game's a roguelike, so basically you try to get as far as you can without dying, and then once you die you start over from the beginning. And the first level is always super easy. You start off with your basic gun and you move with the left analog stick and shoot with the right analog stick. You could also dash. You could open up your mini-map and portal to wherever you want that you've discovered. And you could also use bombs with right bumper, which I'm not going to use yet because you only have a certain amount of bombs per run. But you can find more as you go through the levels. So it's not like they're super scarce, but you don't want to use them all willy-nilly, you know? And here we have cracked blocks, so I can use a bomb actually, and now I can go into this room. But you want to save your bombs so you can go into secret rooms and stuff like that. That gives me extra health, and if you already have max health and you pick up one of those things, you get a contribution towards upgrading your maximum amount of health, but you have to collect 4 of them in order to upgrade your maximum health. And these are portals. These are kind of cool. You can just go through them and come out the other side. So can the enemies, and bullets go through them as well. So it's pretty cool. And you could also use your bombs to block bullets. Like, it'll just destroy the bullets that are coming after you, which is very useful when you're in a tight pinch. And this enemy right here that has all the ruins around him, he is a rare enemy, and they're a little bit more difficult than normal enemies, but they drop items after you kill them. I took damage there, so I just picked up more health that he dropped, and now I'm back at full health. Yep, and since I've gone all the way through this way, I don't want to walk through the level, so I'm just going to go over here in portal. Very convenient. Makes the game very just practical and very fast-paced. There's not really any downtime in this game. It's all very quick, which is really nice for this kind of game. The loading times are short, and the combat's just quick and easy, but yet complex and difficult to master. But the first stage is always so easy. You know, most people shouldn't really have too much of a problem on the first stage. But obviously, you know, your miles will vary. Your mileage will vary because depending on your skill you might have a really hard time with level 1, but either way, it's enjoyable, you know, it's fun, so I don't think dying on level 1 will be too discouraging or anything. It's actually just fun to go through even when you do die. So here's the shop. I have 1,676 gold, so I can get a med kit, which I've never used before. And then this is a mystery box. I'm gonna get the mystery box because that sounds fun. So I got more ammo and a bomb. Nothing too useful, but the plus 10% to maximum ammo is kind of useful. Especially when I find weapons, which are very, very useful in this game. The upgraded weapons are just so powerful, but you only have a limited amount of ammo with those weapons, and once they run out, they disappear, and you have to find a new weapon, or you just use your basic weapon again. And this right here is an upgrade station, so this gives me extra stats and various abilities. As you can see, the first one says salvage, and this gives me extra rewards when replacing weapons. So when you swap out weapons, you just get more rewards. Quickening is revive on death with extra damage. So this gives me an extra life. And reserves plus 10% damage, improves default weapon. So this just gives me more damage to my default weapon. I don't really care to upgrade my default weapon because I try to avoid using it as much as possible. So I'm gonna do salvage, replace, or get extra rewards when replacing weapons. Yeah. So this is a new enemy right here. I've actually never fought this enemy on level 1. And he's definitely proven to be a little bit more difficult than a normal enemy. He has way more health, as you can see. And his attack patterns are a lot more nuanced. But he dropped 10% increased damage, so that's really useful. And I only lost 1 health for that, so I will take the trade. And I'm gonna go back to this shop, and I'm gonna buy the medical supplies. This gives me 2 health, and since I already had 9 health, I got 1 extra health and I got the maximum health, and since I had max health, it gave me an extra contribution to increase my maximum hearts. I just need 1 more heart and then I'll have 11 hearts, as long as I gain health while I'm at max health. Okay, I've never fought this boss on stage 1, never seen him before. So in this game, there's a lot of random variables, and you never know what you're gonna get on each run, which creates a lot of replayability. And normally I get a weapon upgrade, but this time there were no weapon upgrades, so actually making the boss a little bit harder than what it normally would be. But he's not too terrible. I only lost 1 health. No biggie. And now I could either get 2 health, and then it'll increase my maximum HP by 1, or I can increase my damage by 5%. I'm going to increase my damage because I already got plus 10%, so plus 15% damage is going to be pretty nice. And then we're just going to go to the next stage. And obviously, as you push forward, the further you get, the more difficult it gets. And here's our first weapon upgrade for the run. It's called Bone Chill Laser. I've never seen this version of the laser. It has the augmentation of Pierce. Goes through all enemies. It also has the augmentation of Freeze, which obviously slows enemies on hit, and it has the augmentation of Overheat. Area of effect damage over time. It sounds really good. I'm going to pick that up. I have 110 ammo with it, so after I use all of that ammo, I will no longer have this weapon anymore, and I'll go back to my normal item, or my stock weapon. But you can find more ammo and hopefully preserve your weapon or you could just find more weapons. But this item seems really good, so hopefully I could hold on to it. I got really lucky with the augmentations on it, and it is just absolutely wrecking everything right now. It's one-shotting everything. And there's also HP parts, which they don't give you more health, they give you more maximum health. So as you can see, I just got the last of the 4 HP parts that I needed. So now I have 11 health. And here's another upgrade station, so we can see what other abilities I can get. Auto bomb. Negate damage while on more than 2 bombs. Okay. Expansion port. Create a selection of carts, you can pick 2. And quickening. Oh, I've never got expansion port, so I'm going to see what that does. Broken mirror. More curses. Curses break faster. We also have flag. Next floor has an additional special room. Grudge. 30% increased damage versus mini bosses. Most weapons home slightly. Alright, so I'm going to get Grudge, because that seems pretty good. And then I can pick one more. Next floor has an additional special room. Or more weapons home slightly. I'm going to get homing weapons. I don't really need it for this weapon that I have now, but it could come in handy later on. I just got 2 health parts right there. Oh, I didn't know these were enemies. Thought they were just traps. Alright. This increased my ammo by 5%. I'm into another store. This one gives my basic weapon piercing. Recovers 3 HP. And this one gives me a bomb. I'm not going to grab any of these right now. I'm going to wait till I get more money and come back. Alright. That was an easy room. I'm going to go south to see what this room is. This is a rare monster. But I have a really good gun, so he was not difficult. So I really want to keep this weapon going, so I'm going to grab the 25% ammo instead of the health. Alright, I'm going to go to the right side here. More ammo, perfect. Just going through these like it's butter. Absolutely insane how easy this weapon makes these levels. And that's the essence of roguelikes. You know, some runs you just are super overpowered and everything's super easy. Some runs you have to really pull out all your skill and try your hardest. And some runs you're just going to be super unlucky and you probably just want to restart your run. Which can be kind of annoying sometimes, and it can be a negative of roguelikes, you know, where how good your run is kind of based off of luck a lot. But if you're really good at the game, even if you have bad luck, you should still be able to make it pretty far. So even if you have a bad run, you can still get very far in the game, which can feel good, because you know you're not just getting better because of your skill, but you're actually, or because of luck, but you're actually getting better like in game, you know. And let's see, let's go back to the shop before we fight the boss. We'll get the health, and yeah. And we'll get this bomb. Oh wait, what? Okay, I see. I didn't know there were secret walls there. But after I grabbed the bomb, it showed me that they were there. 5% more ammo. Let's see, ooh, that's plus 10% damage. That's gonna be crazy. How do I get over there? Do I have to get hit by that? Oh, that sucks. I don't think I can break these. I think the only way to get in there is if I had... Oh, okay. And that was only 5% damage increase. Still worth it. Alright, I do believe that's all the rooms, so now I'm going to go fight the boss. And it should be really easy now that I have this weapon. Yeah, and when you're playing this game, you really gotta pay attention to your spaceship sometimes more than what you're actually shooting at, because there's so many bullets on the level, and if you're not paying attention to where you're at, you'll get hit really easily. And sometimes it's more important to just focus on dodging than actually trying to be accurate. Alright. I'm gonna go for more damage increase again. And just go straight to the next level. Now we're on stage 3. This is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult. I'll take a drink of coffee here. But I'm feeling pretty confident. We only have 1 damage taken for my maximum health. And I have a really good weapon right now. So hopefully I can find more ammo though, because we're at 38 ammo. We got a shield. We'll go over here. Fight the... Oh boy. I had to use that shield up right away. Okay, and here we got more ammo. Alright. Secret room. Instantly kills lesser enemies, homes onto enemies, and hunt marked enemies for buffs. I really want to grab this because I only have 58 ammo left, but at the same time I don't. It's gonna suck because if I don't pick this up, it's gonna disappear. I'm gonna leave it because I like this weapon a lot. Okay, that tuna gives me 2,000 gold, which is a pretty good amount. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. As you can see, I'm still getting through the level pretty easily. I've only taken 2 damage. And here's another shop. I really want to get that damage increase, or I could try to fight the boss. I'm gonna try to fight him. I think I could beat him this time. If I could actually hit him. What am I supposed to hit? Oh, I gotta hit the balloon. Man, it was way harder than I thought. I'm gonna die in the same fucking boss. Alright. So note to self, do not fight that thing unless you're goated on the frickin' sticks. Alright, so yeah, that was Star of Providence. I should have kept on going instead of fighting that bonus boss. because then I could have shown you guys more of the levels, but I think you get the point of the game, and you were able to see what it was like, and that was basically the point of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys like the game, and peace out.